Hey guys, Booligan here with Booligan Shooting Sports. Today, actually doing a very brief project introduction on a new, pretty much traditional-ish AR-15 that I am building. So, the backbone of this thing is the KP-15 Monolithic lower from KE Arms. These are a polymer lower. They use a carbine recoil system and are really quite good from what I've seen. This is what InRange decided to use when they were doing their, what would Stoner do 2020 and 2021 rifles. They're lightweight, they're sturdy, and they're, pretty much mil-spec compatible with basically all mil-spec components. This guy is fitted with their DMR trigger, which is a drop-in, sorry, see that blue guy in there, a drop-in trigger unit with a light trigger pull and a short tactile reset. I bought this guy locally. It had all these parts in it, and I found it for a pretty screaming deal. Really like it. Decided it would be a good base for a build. But I am me, and I can't just do a normal AR build. So I decided to go ahead, and since this is a sort of a retro design, but done modern, it's a fixed stock, but with, a little bit more aggressive modern styling, I decided to continue that theme throughout this project. And I decided to build a Dissipator. For those of you that don't know, a Dissipator originally was a 20-inch M16 barrel that was cut down to 16 inches with that same rifle length gas system. They proved to be quite finicky. They are a little tricky to get gassed right. And because of that, most of the time when you see someone with a Dissipator style build, they're running a faux Dissipator, which means it has a carbine or mid-length gas system just to give it a little bit easier gassing and reliability. I like doing things the hard way, and I was able to source out this Delton heavy profile, proper rifle length Dissipator barrel. Now, the benefit of the proper rifle length is if you tune it right, these are incredibly soft shooting rifles because they've got that nice that rifle length gas system. You can gas them just right, and they run really well. Normally they run well with something like an A1 or an A2 rifle buffer system. This is running a carbine buffer system. So it's going to require a little bit of testing and tuning, but the Delton barrels are supposed to have the correct gas port size. I don't know. We will find out when we actually get to shooting this thing. I'm running it with an AT3 slick-sided upper. This is what I used on my 7.5-inch AR, my 7.5-inch 5.56 AR pistol, and I really liked it. I really like it on this build. It's going to fit well. So that's the upper mainly sorted. There's a C-more on here now. We're going to get to some more exciting things with that at a later video. But I didn't want to run a rail, and I didn't want to run a like M-lock or key mod handguard because I have to do things difficult. I wanted this to be sort of like a modern, but a little bit retro, and that speaks to me as a polymer handguard. I really like the MOE SL line of handguards. I've got it here on my theoretically possibly trying to be compliant AR9 build, but I really like the design. I really like the integrated hand stock. They're slim. I just think they look really cool. Some people don't. I do. The problem is Magpul does not make a rifle length MOE SL handguard. They make a standard MOE handguard. No, because I have one right here. But comparatively, this guy is just fat and chunky, and I don't love the way this thing works. So I did what any rational person would do, and I bought 2 carbine length handguards, and am in the process of joining them together to make a rifle length handguard. The initial test fitting was done just with some super glue. The final fitting will be done with some epoxy reinforced with JB weld and some steel reinforcement inside, as well as some polymer welding, just to really make sure that that is solid on there. So that still needs to happen, but it does fit and it does work really, really well. I just need to finish solidifying it on there, finish getting it locked in, and then finish smoothing everything out. So yeah, just a quick video today. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an introduction to this project and what it's going to, the eventual game plan is going to be. And, you know, it's eventually going to turn into kind of a test piece for this KE Arms KP-15 lower. But thus far, just in handling this thing, I really, really like it. It's a really quite slick setup. So you can look forward to seeing more of this on the channel. Many thanks to the subscribers on BooliganShootingSports.com. These kinds of projects, these kinds of development as far as making a, you know, extended rifle length handguard out of 2 carbine length handguards, stuff like that. None of this work would be possible without them. So their support is greatly appreciated. Some people may ask, why didn't I just 3D print a handguard for this? Because full bore ARs get hot, and high heat applications are not a good place for 3D printed parts. So that's why I'm going with the solution of Magpul's tried and true, really good polymer material and just kind of making it work. So many thanks to them. Many thanks to all you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more of this on the channel.